I was actually super obsessed with a different series and saw the cover of this one and kind of thought they might be similar. Anyway, we're going to talk about that series some other time. Today, we're talking about Taruto. What's up, nerds? Welcome to later and my last video for Kemonomimi May.
It's Kemonomimi. It's Kemonomimi. It's Kemonomimi. It's Kemonomimi May. It's Kemonomimi. It's Kemonomimi. Kemonomimi. It's Kemonomimi May.
You will never see that intro again. Please, please hold your celebration until the end. I'll celebrate too. Anyway, in my Magical Meow Meow Taruto review, I said that the cover reminded me of a certain anime. Well, this is the anime. When I was about 12 or 13, it was the absolute height of a pretty infamous programming block called 4Kids. For those of you that don't remember 4Kids, well, they are pretty well known for bringing us the English dub of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And also known for cutting anime to pieces and changing things to make series more kid-friendly. They're the main reason why I still haven't seen One Piece. And I'll probably never see One Piece because it's too late. I can't commit to that. There's just no way. There's no way. But honestly, I loved 4Kids at the time. It's where I first saw Winx Club and Bratz as well. And also a series I kind of want to go back to one day, which is called Magical Do-Re-Mi, but we won't get into that today. They gave me a lot of anime that I really like to this day, and if I have a choice of a dub, I'll generally choose theirs, except when it comes to Tokyo Mew Mew, which was changed to Mew Mew Power. My friends and I loved Mew Mew Power back in the day. This was mostly due to the English theme, which I will not play in this video because it's hard enough to edit these videos as it is and not get claimed. But you guys should definitely check it out. It's kind of a bop. Am I allowed to say that? Am I too old to say that? It's also the only good thing about the dub. So going back a little bit, this is a magical girl series, not unlike Sailor Moon. Tokyo Mew Mew originally premiered as a manga by Reiko Yoshida and Miya Ikumi. I grew up with this manga, and it is kind of my preferred way of getting to this story, but we're not talking about that, we're talking about the anime. The anime premiered less than 2 years after the manga came out in 2002. Yep, this is another older series, because I'm old. It follows a middle schooler, Ichigo Momomiya, who is just trying to live her life and get closer to her crush, Aoyama, when the planet is invaded by aliens. She and 4 other girls are chosen to protect the planet by high school rich kid Ryo Shirogane and his partner Keiichiro. The girls become infused with the DNA of endangered animals and are granted superpowers to fight against the aliens. So yeah, this is a real Kemonomimi series. So like I said before, it's kind of like Sailor Moon, but really only on the surface. Like, yeah, it is a magical girl series where they henshin several times an episode, but it also has a very nice environmental message and really good and sympathetic villains. Also, unlike Sailor Moon, it doesn't get bogged down by a ton of lore, which is not to say that I don't love the lore in Sailor Moon, it's just, it's nice to have something a little bit more simple. It's also super colorful. The animation is pretty dated. It definitely looks like a series from 2002, but I think it's still very watchable. But going back to the dub, oh boy, is it tragic. And I love dubs. So first off, this was near the end of 4Kids when they were going crazy with the localization. Tokyo Mew Mew was a show for older kids. Mew Mew Power was for really young kids. 4Kids tore the script to pieces, and they also went kind of early DBZ with the editing. They even changed the episode order, and they did crazy things like removing crosses, changing everyone's name, which was actually pretty normal for dubs at the time, changing up the script to sound less serious, not that it was super serious to begin with, and they kind of made it seem more like, well, a Saturday morning cartoon. And not that I don't love Saturday morning cartoons, this just wasn't one. At least not in the American sense. So with the name changes came sort of personality changes, which I won't go into too much. I mean, the main character, her name is Ichigo, which means strawberry, and her weapon is the strawberry bell, and her Her attack is the ribbon strawberry check, and they took out all the puns, and they needed to be stopped. There were so many puns in the series, and they only work in Japanese, and they didn't even try to localize them. They didn't try to fix them. They didn't try to make anything make sense. Yeah, this anime is full of puns. My friend Melissa would love it. Hi, Melissa. And also, they changed her name to Zoe. Zoe? At least when they changed Usagi to Serena, it made sense because she was Princess Serenity before she got reincarnated. I'm getting mad, and I'm sorry I keep on bringing up Sailor Moon. Anyway, aside from losing every single pun, the voice acting in this is not great, and that's mostly due to direction, except when it comes to Aoyama. I don't know who decided that this middle school boy should have the voice of a 60-year-old, but...
Think you were that kind of girl. I mean, just look at you.
But
they were wrong. They were very wrong. Yeah, the 4Kids version sucks. Fortunately, 4Kids actually lost the right to produce the series after episode 26 because, no joke, they couldn't get the rights to make merch. Gosh, capitalism. So I was forced to look up fan subs because this was before the time when you could just get on Crunchyroll and find whatever. And I'm glad I did it. As bad as the fan subs could be, at least they didn't have Grandpa Aoyama. And I don't really hate 4Kids in any way. I mean, they got my foot in the door. Overall, this is a really fun series. I have fond memories of my friends and I jumping around pretending to be the Mew Mews. I was always Sakura because crop tops reign supreme. While the animation is not the best and the story is pretty simple, I do recommend this series. It's a solid magical girl anime, and this is from a time before every magical girl series needed to have a dark twist. I'm gonna have to probably do a video on that one day, but for now, we're gonna call it quits. That wraps up Kemonomimi May. Yay! Thank you everyone for joining me on this stupid journey. I hope that you all liked it, and please, if you did, hit the like button so I can feel validated by how much it killed me to record a cover of Nekomimi Mode. Also, leave a comment below with what your favorite magical girl series is. I think mine will always be Sailor Moon. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you're notified next time I decide to do something crazy. Also, please check out my Instagram where I post cosplay and makeup pics like every other day. Please have a great rest of your day, week, month, and year, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye! I think this one is longer than usual, which is great. I just had a lot more to say on this one, which is fantastic. I'm actually wearing the wig from my Morgiana cosplay. One of these days I'll talk about Maggie. I almost said Maggie. You American.